Hello friends and happy spooky season. This video on My Vegan Test Kitchen, we're going to be making some Halloween themed treats so that you can enjoy the Halloween spirit even if you can't still get out. Today this little witch is going to be having one of her favorite snacks, fingers. I'm making pretzel bites with a raspberry dipping sauce to emulate blood and fingers for our Halloween themed snack this week. For our pretzel bites, we're going to need some lukewarm water, sugar, instant or active dry yeast, flour, salt, baking soda, butter, and cinnamon sugar. For the raspberry sauce, you'll need fresh or frozen raspberries, sugar, and lemon juice. The first thing we're going to do for this recipe is make our pretzel bites. We're going to add our lukewarm water, sugar, and the yeast into a bowl and just let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes until the yeast blooms. You'll know that it's ready because it'll start to look foamy. After that, I'm going to add half of my flour into the yeast mixture and mix it up until it's pretty well combined. Then I'll add the other half of my flour and the salt and mix it until it is well combined. After that, I'll flour a surface to work on and knead my dough for about 3 minutes until it is smooth. Now it's time for the waiting game. I'm going to cover it with a little bit of flour and a dish towel and let it rest for 30 minutes to 1 hour. Once the dough is risen, it's time to turn it onto the counter and knead it a little bit more and knock some of the air out of it. Then I'm going to cut it into 4 smaller sections. Roll it out into logs and cut it into smaller pieces to represent the fingers. So some are going to be a little bit fatter and bigger, and other ones are going to be like little small nubby nuggets. When making pretzels, the technique that gives them their golden brown color that you're so used to seeing is being soaked in baking soda water. So all I'm going to do is take some water, bring it up to a boil, add my baking soda, and then bring it down to a medium heat. Then I'll dip my pretzel bites into that baking soda mixture and let them set for 30 seconds. After that 30 seconds, they'll be floating in the water and I can take them out and put them on a prepared sheet tray with either some silicone mats or some parchment paper with a little bit of oil on it. Now my final step before popping them into the oven is to put a little bit of butter on them. And if you're going for savory pretzels, use coarse salt, like pretzel salt. Or if you're like me and you're going for a sweet treat, I'm sprinkling cinnamon sugar on top. Once everything is coated and ready to go, I'm going to pop them in the oven for about 16 minutes until they get that nice brown color that we're so used to seeing pretzels being. While that's going on, I'm going to work on my raspberry sauce. To make my raspberry sauce, all I'm going to have to do is add my raspberries into a pot over a medium heat with my sugar and lemon juice. I'll just let it simmer down for about 7 minutes until it gets a little bit thicker. Once it's done simmering, all that's left is to strain out the seeds and eat the delicious sauce left behind. My pretzels are ready, and as you can see, I've got like some longer fingery ones and like some little nubby ones. Now that I've got my raspberry sauce and my fingers ready for eating, I'm going to give it a try. First I'm going to try it without raspberry sauce just to see if my pretzel turned out pretzely and delicious, and then I'll try it with my raspberry sauce. As expected, these taste like pretzels. They turned out really well. They turned out the way they were supposed to. Of course, feel free to get creative with this. The longer and gnarlier you make your pieces when you cut them, the more like old wizened fingers they're gonna look, so you can really get into designing your fingers if you want to. You can have giant's fingers and have bigger pieces of pretzels. This is something you can really have fun with and definitely have a lot of fun eating after. Find me on Instagram or any of my social media linked below, and I'll be happy to repost any pictures and tests of the things that you tried from our videos. The next few episodes are definitely going to be all about spooky themed foods and decorations. Halloween is my favorite holiday, and fall and spooky season is my favorite season, so I'm really gonna go in. If there are any special treats you would like to see for this little Halloween set that I'm doing, be sure to comment down below and let me know. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you know when I make these videos and you can try them out for yourself at home for Halloween. Be sure to check out my royal icing video if you'd like some more spooky time inspiration, and be sure to come back next week. If you would like to see more My Vegan Test Kitchen recipes and photos and really get involved with the community, be sure to find me on Ko-Fi. I also have that linked down below so you can have a gander at that. I post exclusive videos and raise money for the channel so that I can do a lot of the baking that you see. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.